Do you know how to identify real cash buyers from fake cash buyers? Well, I'm going to answer that question for you. Stand by. Let's get it. Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. Real versus fake buyers. How do you identify those? Before I get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notifications by tapping the little bell so you are alerted whenever I upload new videos and when I go live on Thursday nights with my live flipinars where I answer your questions live with my co-host. Also, I'm starting a new option here to help you all with AskFlipMan.com. The site is up now, but it'll change a little bit, and that's where you can ask your questions on YouTube and or Instagram in the comment section. You can do that now with either or on any of my YouTube videos, but also on any of my Instagram posts. But AskFlipMan.com is where you can access both that particular post, and I do it that way. Number one, I can do it at my own time frame, but also help others by answering your questions because a lot of people have the same questions, which in most cases have the same answers. So AskFlipMan.com, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, FlipManIG. So on to the video. Real versus fake cash buyers. To answer the question, I just can really answer it by identifying what's a real cash buyer. All right. Couple of things that you should look for off the top when dealing with a quote unquote real cash buyer is the time frame. If you have a property that a buyer has stepped forward and you and that buyer obviously have agreed on a price that works for both of you all, what you want to hear come out of his mouth or their mouth, he or she, their mouth is when you ask the question, how fast can you close? Their response should be as soon as we can get a clear title. Now, what that means is, if you're not familiar with what a title is that whenever a transaction as far as real estate starts or is in motion to take place, you have to make sure that the title is clear and the owner is actually the owner, the person that you have it under contract with, the seller. They have actual legal right to sell the property because they're the owner. But also you're checking to see if there are any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens, which have to be settled with the funds normally from the seller side of it. So assuming all of that checks out, I have more videos that go into more detail about that. But now you want to, your next hurdle is earnest money. Now most sellers, most cash buyers understand that they have to put up earnest money, right? And I normally don't do less than $1,000. Every now and then, maybe $500, depending on the price of the house. And most of the time $1,000 works, but sometimes I ask for more than that on those, depending on the price of the house that I have under contract with the seller. So if you jump both of those hurdles, you normally have a cash buyer, and the process should only normally take to pull a title 3 to maybe 7 days. It may take a little longer. The other thing that may take a little longer, if that cash buyer, their funding source is not actual cash in their bank account, but they have a hard money lender that's going to fund the deal for them, or a private money lender, which somewhat are the same. And their process may be longer than just simply having the cash in their actual bank, meaning the cash buyer. So with that being said, which they'll normally let you know that that's part of their funding process, or their actual funding source is a hard money lender or a private money lender, and they'll normally give you that time frame once you ask how long it normally takes. So assuming those are in place, boom, you have a real cash buyer. Fake buyers. Now, sometimes other wholesalers can fall into that category, but there are a lot of wholesalers out there that do what they call co-wholesaling or joint venture deals, because that wholesaler can bring the buyer to the deal, the actual cash buyer to the deal. It all depends on how you handle that side of it. Now with me, I'm not going to do JV agreements. I'm only going to do purchase and sales agreements. I want my name on both sides of it with the seller and the buyer. And I suggest that any wholesaler out there, whatever side you're on it, you do the same. Now, sometimes, which is rare that I'm on the buyer side of bringing a buyer to the table. Normally, people are bringing me a buyer, but still on. With that being said, I know I'm going to be on the side of it with the buyer because that's where the money is coming from. But both work. I'm just letting you know that I'm insured to get paid when I'm on the purchase and sales agreement, whereas with a JV agreement, you technically are acting like a realtor and you don't have a license to do that. So again, but people get away with it, but I'm just telling you how I would proceed with it. But with all that being said, I'm going to handle a wholesaler just like I handle a cash buyer. I need to be assured through that wholesaler communicating through his buyer, which they may not want me to speak with them, that's fine, but I'm going to have to be assured that they can close. Number one, there's going to be earnest money put up. The wholesaler may not put it up, but it's going to have to be held either with the title company that I'm choosing or the buyers, which is fine. Either or works. And then I'm going to need some type of assurance that they have the funding to actually close the deal. If all of that's in place, then boom, we can close it. Otherwise, I'm moving forward. I'm not even going to waste a lot of time with other wholesalers that I know can't perform from just me asking just some general stuff, time frame, and then earning some money. Those are just the basics to let you know if you have someone serious or not. All right. The other thing that sometimes you'll be approached by people that can get a loan from a bank or a mortgage company. That's traditional lending, quote unquote, and you can't use those as a wholesaler. They're not going to allow you to sign or double close those deals. If you're not sure what those terms mean, just keep watching my videos and it'll be clear as a bell to you. So those are the differences between real and fake buyers. If you have any questions, please comment, place them in the comment section of this particular video. Again, remember, askflipman.com. You can ask your questions on Instagram and YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at FlipmanIG. Share any of my posts. Also, while you're here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell to turn on the notifications so you are alerted whenever I go live on YouTube, but also when I post new videos just like this one, you will be alerted. So thanks, and we will see you on the flip side.